check. We not take back no check. You pep talk. Tiggity check. Hey girl, let's leave the shot.
We know say Wilder, you don't want the drama. When Tyson rise up the llama, say to pray at night with your father. He that thing by him out from the corner. You, me know say you're gonna rematch on, you know say you're gonna. Bad man, you run your mouth karma. When the then contract expire, maybe it's time to retire. Can't see your name on the billboard flyer. You twerk low, but you're not an
of his own at his division. You got to give him that because he's undisputed. I give him that. And then at heavyweight, I'm going to give my boy, you got to give pound for pound. I like AJ over Fury.
Really?
Boy, yes. I'm predicting. I'm going with AJ to beat Fury. Yes, I am. Wow. That's my pick. I've been told y'all way back in the days, my boy AJ. AJ definitely has the skills to win it all, in my opinion. And I'm leaning towards him to do it all, yes. Because not Wilder, but Fury to me is a one-trick pony. If you don't go for his feints, AJ should be able to manhandle him and engage him and make him fight. Fury don't like to fight. He like to feint you and throw you off your point. So if AJ fight big like he is, he will win. AJ throw better punches, combinations to the body and to the head. So he won't be missing shots to the head. He'll be landing to the body, then go to the head. So it's up to AJ and their trainers to do the right thing. But I'm going with AJ to win.
You're going with AJ to win. So you have rank your heavyweights.
I like AJ number 1. You got to go with Fury since he beat Wilder. Then Wilder number 2. Wilder could, in my opinion, Wilder can beat Fury if he does the right things. Like I was telling him back in the days, there's certain things you have to do if you want to be on that elite level. Mm-hmm. So only a king can knock off a king. So you definitely got to sharpen your skills to be a king and stay a king. So me, those the 3. And then number 4, I got my boy out of Toledo, Ohio, Big Baby, the real Big Baby, Jared Anderson. He's number 4. He's only 10-0 or 8-0. No, and he's 9-0 with 9 knockouts. He's the next heavyweight after the dust settled between the big 3. Mm-hmm. So he's definitely going to be the next championship out of my hometown, 419. Okay. Big Baby. He's with Top Rank now, so they grooming him. So they hoping Fury can keep the belts, so they can just hand them down to Big Baby Jared Anderson. Right?
Hand them down.
Yes, that's how they do it. That's how Bob Arum them does it.
Yeah,
they keep everything in house like they did with that Lomo and Telefimo. Yeah. That was a hand down job. I'm still upset. My boy Comey should have whooped Telefimo anyway, easily. Uh-huh. I told him, just stay behind your jab, be patient. You got to walk into him. But it was a lot of other stuff going on. That's why he lost the fight. In my opinion, Top Rank is hoping for that, but I believe my boy AJ going to come through with it. AJ going to upset the apple cards. Only way he'll lose is, like I said, if he comes with the wrong game plan. And I'm going to be judging him and his trainer, because if you watch AJ throws good body work and head work. So that's going to nullify. If you watch Fury, anybody that was aggressive against him didn't go for his erky jerk feints, did him in. Ola Violin had good success. Steve Cunningham had good success. They was going forward at him. They weren't falling for them feints and stuff. That's how he threw Wilder off, by feinting and jab, snapping Wilder, playing with him like that. No, you have to set up punches and be aggressive against him. So that's where AJ should win the fight, in my opinion, with a good training and a good camp, being in shape and being ready. So that's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. But my other guys is, I'm trying to think of who else. I'm trying to think who else. You got to go with some of them cruiserweights. Them boys been doing it.
Who down there?
The cruiserweight, you got to go with what is Beat Ball or whatever.
You know, light heavyweight.
No, they cruiserweights. I thought they cruiserweights.
Oh, Arthur Betev, yeah.
Boys.
He ain't bad. I like him. Even though he don't have that many fights, but I do. He's highly skilled. He's got great poise in the ring as well. Really good poise. I shouldn't say.
But there's so many other little fighters that I like that a lot of people might not understand it. But I like my boy Albert Bale from Toledo, Ohio. Not to just brag on my city.
Mm-hmm.
He only have 5 knockouts. He's 18-0. He does with the art of boxing. He dissect fighters in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for him and Shakur Stevenson to get it on for supremacy, but Shakur is on a higher, different level than he, because Shakur already got it set up what they gonna do with him over at Top Rank. Albert is signed with Top Rank also.
Sure.
But his skill set is up there with them, in my opinion, as far as the art of boxing. So that's why they won't match those type of guys up.
Right.
Because like I said, a king can only beat a king. A pound can't do it, but a king can't. So that's why they carefully maneuver fighters throughout their career until there's no other moves on the board. Then they got to cash out.
You're right.
Yeah, that's how the game goes.
All right, we got Lady Chann coming in. She want to holler at you.
Oh, okay. Hey, how you doing?
Hi, what's up? What's going down?
What it do? You with the guru?
Hi, Guru. Nice to meet you. Hi, Fred. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Not always happy with all the things you say, Fred, but we can get onto that.
That's okay.
I agree with you. I'm the AJ fan girl. Is what I'm always accused of. Not massive on Fury at all. Not massive on Deontay Wilder. No secret of it at all. I just talk it how it is. To beat Wilder didn't take a genius game plan. Wilder can't fight on the back foot. He doesn't throw any combos. He doesn't have an established jab. It was easy. Once you take away the right hand and put him on the back foot, I don't understand why that was just such. Why everyone thinks it was a mastermind game plan. I don't know why everyone didn't think of that before, but if you're not fighting anyone of caliber, they're not going to probably think of that type of game plan. Most of Wilder who he fought weren't really anyone substantial, to be honest. But I'm down with you. Fury's going to have to do a lot. It's both of them. It's a hard fight for both of them, for AJ and Fury, but I got AJ all the way, like you said. AJ's a great inside fighter, so where Fury isn't, he's not going to be able to keep AJ at the end of a jab, and AJ's not going to be able to keep Fury at the end of a jab. But where he will come in is on the inside, throw those combos. He's got power in both hands. Great left hook, great right hook, great right uppercut, as we all know. So I don't understand why people gaff up Tyson Fury. I can bang on him all day, to be fair, with all facts.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know they're going to think like that because, you know, of the old cliche, they love a great white hope.
Yeah,
they love that. So that's one of the things that's going to play a major part in this fight. Mm-hmm. The boxing guys want this, or the bigger entities want this, and AJ got to take a back seat to it. That's why I'm putting it out right now to say, I know how AJ fights. I want the fans to watch how AJ fights. And then when the fight happens, to see if he going to fight like that. Not play with all these feints and all this, people putting their money on him, and then you just letting this guy move around the ring and you ain't trying to get to him. Because you know they got a 2-fight deal, so I'm going to be watching carefully under the microscope to see how they play this out. This is like a movie, a saga, so it got to have 2 parts, so they got to play it real slick.
Well, initially it started off as a 2-fight deal. Now Eddie Hearn saying that it's a 1-fight deal. I think it's because it's been so hard to achieve the 2 fights with the history that Tyson Fury has. He never really honors, as we know, rematches. And so I just really think whether he wins or loses, the bag that he's going to get to fight AJ, he's not going to do a rematch, in my opinion. He's just going to retire, to be fair.
He's ready to retire. I think they're probably waiting for the COVID to lift, maybe in July, so they can have it over there. I don't know if that can help generate some money over there, because in England that won't be enough over there.
No, we're under too many restrictions. So it just makes sense to have. If there was going to be a second fight, they were saying the second fight. By the time the second fight happens, the UK would be more open to be able to facilitate that. But at the minute, this doesn't make any sense. And us as Brits, we're not butthurt over it. We understand. We overstand it. It's cool. Have the first fight in Saudi or wherever is able and capable to have it, and we'll see you on the flip side. No problem. Still 2 of our fighters fighting. It's cool.
Oh, okay. I don't know if it was gonna play out like that. You know, with the world kind of lifting it up in July or whatever, because because the U.S. is opening up around then. So I figure maybe y'all was. So I thought it might be over there because it's been 100 years. They said they ain't had a unified champ over or a heavyweight champ over there. So I just thought, cards for it to happen like that or whatever. Yeah, it's a shame that it can't happen like that. But I mean, okay, what can you do? It's us against Mother Nature. We lose. So we're cool. In Saudi Arabia, I think they're only maybe 2-3 hours ahead of us. So it makes sense. We won't have to stay up until 5 a.m. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's cool. Oh, okay. I'm glad you're rooting for AJ. I'm just rooting for him. I'm going by the science of it. I know with the skill set he has, he can win, but it's just a few variables that I might be leery of. Like I said, the bigger picture and him and his trainer not doing the right things. That's where I became not famous, but YouTube recognized, because I see a lot of stuff the fighters not doing. And that's why I say what I say, because I want to bring it to their coattail to make it more effective and to teach from afar, you know. So that's what I was trying to do in my whole ordeal on YouTube and stuff like that. Yeah.
Hey, Lady Chann, we getting a little feedback from you.
You sure it's from me?
Oh, is it?
Or is it from?
I don't think it's from me.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's from E. Is it from you, E?
Let me mute and just see.
Okay. Yep, it's you.
Where is it coming from? I was just on somewhere else. I didn't have any feedback. Strange. I'm not sure why.
So you disagree with me on what? Out of curiosity.
On everything.
Well, you and I gonna have to do a show together. I just subscribed to your channel. I was introduced to you when I saw you on Blue Blood, and so yeah. So we can have you on, and we can.
You saw. I wasn't on Blue Blood. Blue Blood was on my channel.
Yes, he sure was. And yeah, that was great.
Shouts out to Blue.
Yeah, and so I just got introduced to you, so I got to catch up on your videos, you know.
Yeah, you probably won't like them.
I don't mind, because I like I think the greater the disagreement, the greater the conversation, especially on a YouTube platform, you know. So I love people, like I say, I love people who disagree with me. Love it. Yeah,
I just think that at times, like, I've turned on the TV and seen you like banging on a couple of friends of mine, so I wasn't really that appreciative of that. So.
Oh, you got friends? I don't know who I pick on.
Well, you was banging on Tunde and you was banging on.
Oh yeah, that was a terrible interview. Oh my God, that was a hellacious interview.
Why was it such a bad interview? Why was it?
Because it was like lack of preparation. I haven't thought about that shit in so long. It was the Mark Breland interview. And the questions wasn't layered, like, to get answers or something like that, or
because you have to understand that they wasn't even supposed to ask any questions about Wilder in the first place, and his lawyer was there.
Well, that makes it worse then. Well, that makes it worse.
His lawyer already told them, listen, before this interview, I don't understand why I'm feeding back, because I was just on somewhere else and it wasn't feeding. Strange. His lawyer already warned them, do not ask any questions concerning Deontay Wilder. But Tunde went ahead and did it anyway, which, thank God, whether or not people liked it or not, at least you got some kind of answers and some kind of conversation from the man at the end of the day. He didn't go on anybody else's channel. There's much bigger channels than The Fight Is Right, Big Up The Fight Is Right, but he chose to go on somewhere else where I think it was a bit neutral and not so judgmental.
No, I get that, and that validates my point about the lack of preparation, because there was no pre-pro. Because if what's the other gentleman's name? It's on the tip of my tongue.
Tunde Spencer.
Spencer. If Spencer knew and Tunde didn't know, I mean, we got a private box on StreamYard. I'm not sure if they were using StreamYard or you could just type it in the, even if they couldn't talk before the show. So that just that enhances what I was saying. It looked like they were more concerned with who knows more. Like they were pissing on each other about, I know more about boxing than you. You don't know more about boxing than me. I know when Mark Brigland put on his gloves. I know when Mark Brigland took his first piss.
Yeah, but do you know the concept of that show? Because the concept of that show is when they have guests, the whole point is that they speak about the guests' achievement, the guests' career, the guests' accolades. So that's what Spencer, as a boxing historian, that's his role that he plays on The Fight Is Right. That's his role that he plays in any platform that he goes on.
I get it.
That's his forte. That's what he does. So it's not, and they're great friends, and it's not like, oh, I know more than that. They each have their role. Tunde's the happy-go-lucky trainer, and Spencer's the analytical with all the stats and facts. So, yeah, it may have looked
a bit self-absorbed. It looked a bit self-absorbed.
It looked self-absorbed.
Yeah, because if you spend 3 minutes,
I'm shivering. It's cold in England.
Oh, it's cold. Yeah. Why did and both of y'all can answer this question. Feel free, both of y'all.
Asking for $50 million. You're asking a $50 million question with a $1.99 super chat. Great stuff.
Well, I'll start with that one. Why take the $50 million? Because in 2022 or 2023, he gonna get what, 80 to 90 million? So why take the 50 million? Can you hear me, Fred?
Yeah, we hear you just fine.
Yeah, so no, it wasn't the time for that. It wasn't the time for that. AJ was on the other side. He was doing his thing. And the odd part, the person who was workable was Fury. It was perfect for him. Plus, Wilder matched up with Fury better, in my opinion, than AJ. And so,
by the way, dude, that was a joke before he started banging on me, because I know how your audience are. That was a joke.
Oh, okay. Nah, they gonna say what they want to say.
Yeah, so no, but it's better now. It's better now because
he didn't cut. That was all tongue in cheek. AJ actually said, like, all right, if you got 50 million for me, holler. And then Deontay Wilder hollered via an email to Eddie Hearn, like, yeah, we can do the deal. So Eddie Hearn was like, well, get your people to send the contract. That's not how business is done. Like, Deontay Wilder is not supposed to be hollering at the promoter to say, yeah, we're doing the deal. Get your people, your officials, to shout Eddie Hearn. And if you're really serious, draft a contract and let's have a look at it. And then we can go from there. Nothing happened. All he did was attach his name to AJ to rise up his stats and rise up his stature. I don't care who likes it or not on this channel. I talk the truth. To raise up his profile, and then all in the meantime dragged AJ's name through the mud till the other day, then tweets, "Oh, Fury, I turned down $120 million deal with AJ because I wanted to honor it with you." And then Eddie Hearn retweeted it and said, "Thank you for now telling the truth." And then in one foul swoop, because he got so much backlash, he then deleted the tweet. But the internet is undefeated. Anything you post can never be eternally deleted anyway, so it doesn't matter. Like, so if everybody wants to run with the 50 million AJ ducked narrative, cool, run with it. But most know the truth. So there was no ducking. He admitted he ducked AJ. As clear as day.
He admitted he ducked it. He ducked it. He ducked AJ. When did he admit he ducked AJ?
On Twitter. Remember? For the 3-fight deal. To fight Dominic Brazil and two to fight AJ twice. He admitted that he ducked that deal because he wanted to fight Tyson. He was supposed to. Him and Tyson Fury got their little romance going on at that time. So he admitted it. It's out there on Twitterville. You can still go and Google the tweet. The tweet is Googleable. Go ahead and Google it. It's still there.
It just wasn't the time. It just wasn't the time for it.
But you also know that if Wilder had signed with DAZN, there's no guarantee the AJ fight would have happened because AJ's not signed to DAZN.
It would have happened because Eddie Hearn is with DAZN. So that was the whole point why they was offering him the deal. If they was offering him 120 million to have a 3-fight deal, regardless of it being on DAZN, they wouldn't have offered the deal if it wasn't achievable.
No, because you can dispute that by saying they tried the same thing with Triple G and Canelo, and they still can't get the third fight. That's the reason why they signed both of them, but because they have an exclusive deal. But that's DAZN versus being independent, huh?
But that's them. That's that deal. As far as us concerned, that's nothing to do with Eddie Hearn, was it? Triple G and Canelo. Wasn't that to do with?
Yes, Triple G is Eddie Hearn. Mm-hmm.
And then and Canelo was with at that time.
And now they're both with Eddie Hearn, and they still can't get the fight.
No,
he's going to fight Mayorga. He's going to fight some Japanese guy.
It's not that they can't get the fight. What weight cat is now? What weight cat is Triple G? Is he 168 or 160?
Yeah, he said he'll go up to 168 to fight him. So he fights.
Okay, well he's 160. He's not in the same weight cap, so there's no point of even talking about it. Canelo's on the road to undisputed.
Oh, you being defensive now. He would fight him at 168. Triple G said he would fight him at 168.
But shoulda, coulda, woulda. We're not dealing with shoulda, coulda, woulda.
No,
if you want to go up to 168, my G, go up to 168 and stop talking, and then we can make the fight. But at the end of the day, you don't need Triple G for the road to undisputed at 168. Canelo's done 160. He's gone up. So let's not talk about, we could have well, get up to 168 and then maybe we'll talk about it. But even if you get up to 168, really and truly, we don't need you because who's got the belt? Billy Joe Saunders, and that's what they're fighting. Billy Joe Saunders and Canelo. What's Triple G going to be about it? Let Triple G stay and argue with Chris Eubanks Jr. Them two can argue at 160. That's where they are arguing at. We're dealing with 168. We've got big things to do. Both of them. Canelo's got big things to do. We're not worried about Triple G. Canelo fought him twice. We're not worried about that.
No, but I'm not talking about in the ring stuff. I'm talking about outside the ring. And that's a great parallel comparison with if Deontay Wilder had to sign with DAZN and AJ being a free agent, Triple G is signed with DAZN and Canelo's a free agent, and DAZN still can't get Triple G and Canelo to fight a third time when Eddie Hearn is the agent. Is the promoter, excuse me.
Because but as far as I'm aware, Eddie Hearn, that's not on Eddie Hearn's priority list at this minute. They fought twice.
And that's what I'm saying about once you sign the contract, you don't get the fight. Demetrius Andrade don't get the fights. You understand what I'm saying? So that's
what don't get the fights because he don't get the fights. Like, this Andrade needs to, I don't know, they need to revise whatever. People need to stop trying to muddy waters and deal with things on a case by case, issue instead of going, well, this was this over here and that over there. So no, they're all individual deals. Doesn't matter if it's the same promoter, it's individual deals. AJ didn't duck anybody.
DB has a question for you. I'm gonna do my best, DB. British Beauty. Do you know what kick rocks mean?
Yes, I do know what kick rocks mean. Show me how to do it. You show me how to do it. When you kick rocks, then I'll watch you kicking the rocks. Go ahead. Bye.
I think Boo Boy want to holler at you. Boo Boy is in the chat. So
go ahead. Where are you, Blue? Hi, Blue.
So you don't like Wilder at all? He doesn't like Wilder either. He's the Wilder hater.
It's not about not liking Wilder. What? Okay, I'll tell you what. I don't like Fury at all. When Wilder was going to fight Fury the first time, I was rooting for Wilder to knock Fury out. When the second fight happened, I was rooting for Wilder to knock Fury out. But then when all the bullshit happened, a fan base can actually make you not like a fighter. A fan base that deals in delusions of grandeur. Hello, love.
Blue, what up, baby?
A fan base, let me just finish. A fan base, can really make you not like a fighter. Or when a fighter comes out with, the George Foreman rhetoric of everybody was against me and I was under a mass conspiracy because I'm so important that everybody had to conspire against me for me to lose and then to gain what? Who knows? So when I see somebody endorse bullshit, unfortunately, it could be my own mum. If my mum is wrong and endorses bullshit, I'm the first one to call it and say, no, mum, that's shit. So Wilder is not exempt from this either. He's not exempt. So if you're not going to correct your fan base and come out and say, do you know what, guys, fall back. I got what I got and I got the evidence and I'm going to bring out the evidence. I'm going to be fully behind Wilder all damn day because I don't like Fury at the best of times. Yeah, at the best of times. He hasn't got good character. He did cheat previously before and things. He is a liar. He doesn't stand on his square ever. So I call it how I call it. I don't care if he's British and I'm British, so I'm going to go along with it. No, I wanted Wilder to knock him out. And if they have a third fight, I'm all for it. And I still want Wilder to knock him out. But in the meantime, I will bang on Wilder and nobody can tell me nothing. Whoever don't like it, don't watch it.
Now we know that.
Hi, Blue, you right? What's going down?
What's going on with you? How you feeling?
Up. Back in my red jumper. It's like the first time we spoke. Are you good now?
Yeah, I'm good. Y'all know we can't have this up there. We embellishing this Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. We ain't telling the truth up there. We gotta tell the truth.
No, we are telling the truth, Blue. So let's not go down there.
No, we ain't.
Going down that little river denial.
All right, let's first. You said that if he would have signed the contract with DAZN, right, for a 2-fight deal with Joshua, right?
3. It was a 3-fight deal, but 1 with Dominic Brazil and 2 with Anthony Joshua.
Now we know that's not true because DAZN came out and said that they made a mistake. We do know this, right?
Wait, no, I don't know this. So you're gonna have to show me that. You're gonna have to show me that. You're gonna have to show me that.
So the owner of DAZN, he came out and he said that they dropped the ball in negotiation with Deontay Wilder because they tried to lowball him. They didn't understand his worth. They tried to lowball him, and they dropped the ball. They apologized publicly here in the States to Deontay Wilder.
Okay, well,
Right? For dropping the ball.
If I saw that, then I'm with that. Then if they've made a formal apology,
and on top of it, Deontay Wilder asked them to show them proof that they would guarantee Anthony Joshua on the back end of that deal, and they could not do it because Anthony Joshua is not signed to the zone. So they could not do that.
Okay.
Right. So you see it right there.
Okay.
Executive Chairman John Skipper admits to messing up $100 million deal with Deontay Wilder. Right. So he publicly came out and he did that.
Okay.
They couldn't guarantee. Eddie Hearn can't deliver that fight. It's just like this, right? Eddie Hearn, he also signed Luis King Kong Ortiz to Matchroom and promised Luis Ortiz that he would give the Joshua fight, and he never got the Joshua fight. Right. So we can't go by Eddie Hearn word. And on top of that, when let's talk about that $50 million offer.
What was the Ortiz fight to gain?
Luis Ortiz, he signed the Matchroom.
Yeah, what was it? What does your Ortiz have for Joshua to fight him for?
What you mean?
What's the necessity for Joshua to fight?
Eddie Hearn wanted to sign him.
Yeah, but
this is before he lost. This is before he lost to Wilder. This is before he fought Wilder.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, but what did Ortiz have?
Ortiz was top 3 in the ranking system.
What straps did he have?
He didn't have a belt.
He didn't have a WBC belt, did he?
No, he didn't have a belt.
Wilder had that. So.
All right. So did
all the other straps? What did he need to fight?
Okay. So did Dillian White ever have a belt?
That wasn't. You know what that was for? What was that for?
It was for nothing.
What was that for? Yeah, what was that for? It was a grudge match, wasn't it? Because Dillian White beat him.
But what was it? But we ain't talking about grudge matches. So
there are grudge matches. There are grudge matches, and that was one of them. And
they
already made a decision that they.
But that sounds good. That sounds good.
They was going to fight.
That sounds good though. But listen, that sounds good. That sounds good. But nothing was on the line.
That's what it was.
It was a mystery. It was a mystery grudge match. Nothing was on the line. There was no belt on the line.
It wasn't a mystery. If you're into boxing, you knew it wasn't a mystery.
No. In the UK, that was a big fight because they're rivals in the UK. That's mystery.
No, it's not.
Okay, so what was on the line? What did you see? What was legit? What was on the grudge match? Okay, so I'm asking you. I'm asking you. What was on the line that you could hold?
Nothing, because it was a grudge match.
So it's mystery then.
No.
So there's nothing.
No. That's not a mystery, Blue. Let's operate from facts. A mystery means when you don't know why somebody fought.
What did Anthony Joshua win by beating Dillian White?
We know why they fought because
Dillian White knocked him out in the amateurs.
Yes.
But I'm asking you. Okay, but in the professionals. But in the professionals, what did he win from beating Dillian White?
What does Devin Haney? Doesn't Devin Haney have?
You walking me around the block? I'm tired. You know what? It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and you walking me around the block. Now you talking about Devin Haney. We talking about heavyweight.
It's 10 to 6 here, and I'm definitely not walking anywhere. I'm definitely sitting down on my couch. I've not moved to walk around in the block.
Look. You can tell me about Devin Haney. I'm asking you about.
That was what I was saying in a comparison. When there's grudge matches, there's not always a belt to fight for in certain instances, which the Dillian White was a grudge match. That is what I'm trying to clarify. Now, moving along swiftly to Luis Ortiz, there was not much reason to fight Luis Ortiz.
Anything less, so you're not getting a flyer. Contract you signed, you drop your liar. Rip up that one, set it on fire. Only fans are fucking liars. We tell them, well, I'm pep talk, we shall. Well, I'm pep talk, we shall. Well, I'm pep talk, we shall. Well, I'm out, come on. Hey, early lady Chann, rem knowledge, straight from the Sun Cycle farm. Yo, Wilder, fix up yourself, yeah. Straight send from your girl, lady Chann. I'm pep talk, well, I'm pep